Hi guys, this is Andrea Concha and today we're gonna assess flexibility. We're gonna be performing 4 exercises: the sit and reach, the YMCA sit and reach, the leg raise, and the chair sit and reach test. The first test we're going to do is the sit and reach, but it's important to say that before any of the tests, the client or the subject should have a warm-up. It should be about 5 minutes long. And once they're ready, what we're going to do is we're going to have them sit down, and then they have to put their feet without shoes flat on the box. And then they're going to put their hands one on top of the other, and then they're going to push this little thing until they're able to do it. And they should keep in here for about 2 seconds. We're gonna measure twice this test and make sure the subject is not bending their knees, so they should be straight like this. Again, one hand should be on top of the other, and we're assessing the flexibility of the hamstrings. So go ahead and do it. Exhale. The fitness categories for flexibility are shown in the following table. However, this table uses the norms for boxes that have their 0 point at the 26 centimeter mark. The box that we use to assess flexibility has the 0 point at the 23 centimeter mark. So we're going to subtract 3 centimeters from the final score of our client. She's a female and she's 23 years old, and her final score was 36 centimeters. Now that we subtract 3 centimeters from the score, it's going to be a total of 33 centimeters, and that places her on the good category for flexibility. The next test we're going to do is the YMCA test, or it's also called the V test, sit and reach test. We need a joystick, we need some tape, and a ruler. What we're going to do, we're going to place our joystick, and then we're going to put the tape on the mark of the 15-inch. And we're going to measure the tape. It should be about 11 or 12 inches long. So what we're going to do, we're going to have our client put their heels of their feet at the edges of the tape. Then they're going to be sliding down through the stick until they're able to do it, the max they're able to do it. One hand should be on top of the other. When they're coming down, they should be exhaling and make sure they're not bending their knees. Go ahead and do it. We're going to be doing this test twice as well, and we're going to get the one with the better results. For this test, make sure the client is not bouncing, it's only sliding down through the stick, like this. Here is an example of the YMCA sit and reach evaluation. Our client is a female, she's 23 years old, and her final score was 18 inches. So that places her on the average category for flexibility. The next test we're going to do is the leg and raise, and this test we're going to measure the hip extensors. So we're going to have our client lay down on the mat. They should be relaxed, and what we're going to do is we're going to raise the leg, and we're going to measure the angle they're able to raise it. We're going to need a goniometer, and this is what's going to happen. The client is going to raise their leg, and we're going to place the goniometer at the hip level. They should not be bending their knee. So you can do it, or you can ask somebody to assist you. And we're going to push the leg until they're not able to do it anymore, and we're going to measure the angle. We're going to do this test on both legs. So now we're going to measure the other leg. Again, she has to raise her leg, and we're going to push it until they feel they're able to do it, and we're going to measure the angle. What we're going to tell our client is if they're in the acceptable, not acceptable, or desirable range. So everything under 80 degrees is unacceptable, over 80 degrees is acceptable, and 90 degrees is desirable. The next set that we're going to be doing today is the chair sit and reach. First of all, we need a chair. It has to be 17 inches tall, and we're going to place it against the wall so it doesn't trip over. We're going to have our client sit at the edge of the table. We're going to be doing one leg at a time, so she has to extend her leg, and we're going to ask her to reach her toes. Make sure she's not bending her knee, and when she's coming down, she should be exhaling. And also make sure she has one hand on top of the other, and she's dorsiflexing her foot. If they're able to go beyond the toes, we're going to measure that as a positive number. If they're not able to reach the toes, we're going to measure that as a negative number. This test assesses the flexibility of older adults. And we're going to be doing this test on both legs. And remember that for each test, we're going to perform the test twice.